It's a great pleasure to be back in Kigali. For me, it's the first time that we have this seminar after discussing with the central bank. It is very delightful that we meet our counterpart, the CMA, and discuss the emergence and the further development of the capital markets, in particular the corporate bond market. And I think we can have a lot in common, so we have a good chance to have a mutual exchange of our views, because both in Germany and now in Rwanda we had to take a lot of efforts to develop trust and faith in the exchange and in the capital markets, as well as also developing our national currency, which is, I think, both the two pillars for developing a successful market structure. A trustworthy currency, so that you can use a local currency and overcome the dependence on foreign exchange, and on the other hand to put a further trust into companies so that they can tap the stock market. And I think there are particular conditions which are very conducive for developing the capital market. On the one hand, of course, we see a strong economic growth in Rwanda, which we see an emerging middle class, allowing for more investments and the diversification of investments from retail investors and through trusts and investment funds on the one hand, and on the other hand, and that is something very similar to what we have gone through in post-war Germany, the regional integration. So Rwanda as a country alone, for the size and for the need you need in terms of liquidity of the capital markets, may not be sufficient alone to really foster. So you need to have a further regional integration. So we are very much interested in the exchange also on the East African community, how we can have this regional integration and a further integration of the stock markets. And that is very similar to what we now strive in the European Union, like with the model which was initiated in Brussels, the so-called Capital Markets Union. How can we improve the funding of companies beyond the banking sector? So I think we are heading in a similar direction, even though maybe our ways have been a little bit different in the past. So I'm very excited that we have this exchange, and I also would like to thank CMA and also the support from the central bank, as well as the German company GIZ, that now we have all stakeholders on board. We are one financial supervisory authority which is integrated. We cover capital markets, banking and insurance, and all stakeholders are on board. And I think when we have all these three on board and then the right mindset, we can achieve a lot. So I look very much forward to the next 2 days. Thank you very much.